So how you doing, my fellow DJs? This is DJ 730 and I am doing this quick video regarding my Ronin S2 that I used. I have it right here. As you can see in back of me, there's a video running, and that's a party. I didn't DJ that party. I went to record, and I recorded the party for the host, and I just wanted to talk about my experience using the Ronin and what I have learned. Although I wasn't contracted to record this party by the host, I was contracted to record this party because of a friend of mine, and through him I went and did the recording using the gimbal. And it's actually my first time using the gimbal, and it went pretty well. My next party, I think that I record is gonna go even better, because it's all about experience and knowing what lens you should use, also how to use the gimbal itself to its best. So this gimbal, let me explain to you something. This gimbal that I purchased with everything. So it actually has down here, I don't know if you can see this. Let me bring up the little antenna. This gives out a Wi-Fi signal. This gives out a Wi-Fi signal, sends it to your tablet or phone if you have the program installed, and then you can move the tablet and focus on whoever you're focusing on. It works well. It also has the gimbal itself. It has a tracking. So you could actually track. So you can see it has a small screen here, which also, if you're using the program, you could track it that way. It's not as great as the camera. The camera gets the tracking of the eye, and it'll track the client. And the camera is better, but this works. When there's a lot of people, it jumps from person to person, so it's not that great. But my experience with this is that yes, when you're walking with it, if you're walking very carefully, you're balancing it, it's going to work very well. It's not going to be jumping all around. It works very well, especially for recording. For long-term recording, you're not going to record this like 4 or 5 hours holding this, or 3 hours or something like that, or 2 hours, or even 1 hour. You're not going to be holding this. But it does work for recording and a walk around. My experience is balancing it. It takes time to learn. I balanced it as best as I could. Do a little bit of a better job. I was just a tiny off, but I could get it to the point that it's going to be balanced perfect the next time. It just takes knowledge, time, and practice. So it does take practice to balance. What else I could tell you about this? I like it. Also, if you're just focusing on one thing and only one thing, it'll work well. Now, when you're using the gimbal, when you're using the camera, my suggestion, because it was a big place, and I used two lenses. I used the 35mm lens, focal length, 35, and I also used the 14. The 14 was just better. I could capture like a lot of the location with all the people, and it wasn't try to focus on the person that was in front. It just had mostly everything in focus, which worked much better. For my next DJ event, most probably I'm gonna record it with the 14mm, which worked very well. I like once I compared the video and I seen what was going on, I just really like the 14mm. The 14mm much better. What else can I tell you about this? Oh, as I learned, when you tap it, let me turn it on for you. I'm gonna turn it on. I had it off, so I charged the battery. So here you can tell how much charge you have. So when you double tap it, it'll, like, if it's off, like now, it's facing me, so I double tap it and it spins back into its position. That's the double tap. If you just tap it one, hold it down, it'll track. It doesn't have a camera, but it'll track the person. Has like an X and like a cross in the middle, and it'll track the person that is in front of it. It'll lock into that, the person which is in front. Again, it works very well. I like how it works. There's a lot of things you could do with it, and most of it, which I like the best, is just the balancing. You know, the camera is not all around, so it really balances well. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna be using it often for a lot of stuff, especially when I'm outside, trying to do recordings of maybe animals, or just a scenario where I need it to be balanced properly, or me walking around in a location, just recording something. The balance is gonna be great. Again, I like how it worked out in the party. It's a learning experience, you know. It has a joystick to move left or right, you know, so you got to get used to it. And it has a lot of different settings, which I have to learn how to use perfectly. So you could actually, the speed of it, adjust the speed so it'll turn or change at a certain speed. Again, the focus is one of the most important things, and I think and I believe that for video recording, manual focus is the best. Right now I'm recording myself using my camera, and you're picking up my voice from the camera. I'm not using an extra microphone right now. I'm just letting the camera record everything. So, you know, I have the Rode microphone for the camera. I have 2 of them, and I also have the Rode transmitter and receiver, so I could use that, which is much better. But right now I'm just doing this with the camera. This is the sound directly from the camera is being recorded. And again, this does a great job. The camera does a great job right now. Like right now it's just tracking me, and it doesn't have a problem. Everything seems to be in focus. I'm recording it in 4K, which I'm going to load it in 4K. And as you can see the background, this video is going to be a little bit edited, so certain things are not going to show up that are here in the video, but I'm just trying to present to you something more realistic. Like the videos, you're always going to have to edit certain things and make it look as best as possible. And that's it for now. I'll be coming up with more videos, music videos, English and Spanish. As you can see in my channel, I do both languages. I do certain things in Spanish and certain things in English because I speak both languages, so I want to please both crowds, because I do both types of party, English and Spanish. And hope you enjoy. I will be loading up more videos, and if you need any explanation of how I do the videos, how do I do the recording, you know, there's a lot of things that you have to learn, and most probably I'll do videos of that, just teaching you what has to be done and how is it done. So this is DJ730 signing out. Peace.